All right, folks, hello again. Long time no talk. January 16th. It's a Wednesday, and it's nearing 6 p.m. You can probably see the moon. It'll be pitch dark here in about 15 minutes. Get a little view of the land here. We have not received any new snow. This is from early last week's pounding that we got, and no new snow, and it's continued to be very mild. That is changing. We are getting 0 temperatures, I think in about 2-3 days, something like that. Okay, I got home this afternoon like normal. I swear it's I'm gonna call it Groundhog's Week, because they're starting to all feel the same. I'm not complaining, but it's a normal rule of thumb here. I get home on a Wednesday, throw the bags in the house literally, and start stacking bales for normally a Wednesday night load up. We're gonna do a little talking about that. I've got quite a good stack here going. I'm done. I got other things I need to tie up. Got quite a good stack here. Even another wall over here, basically, because I got about 30 bales worth of sales tomorrow. I just loaded up 10 of them about an hour ago. But it's absolutely crazy. I'm going to talk to you about that. In fact, I'm going to label this video feed crisis, because that's exactly what we're in right now. Yeah, my sales are completed. Now, I'm not done loading, but my sales are completed. The alfalfa baleage was done, what was that, 2 weeks ago? And then I pulled all the ads down for sorghum last week, because basically my last 80 bales are accounted for. That large dairy is getting 20 of them tomorrow. And then that large beef operation about an hour from here, they got the other 60, because I was only willing to obviously let go of another 80, and I got to keep the rest. I got my own cows to feed. The large beef operator was already here for a load of 10. They're going through 5 a day. Unbelievable. And he's coming back for another load of 10 tomorrow, and whatever. So I basically shuffled around some bales because I had time here today. Shuffled around some bales in preparation for tomorrow. Let's talk about the crisis. I do now announce a crisis. This week has been unbelievable. My phone has not stopped ringing. And I wish I could tell people something other than I'm sold out. What I'm not going to do is rub it in and say I've got feed, but it's accounted for. I'm not going to do that. That's just rude. I've had to tell people I'm sold out, and I'm talking about a lot of people. Things have absolutely gone through the roof. I am seeing dry round bale hay sales of, I seen 2 ads. One of them was, I seen a bunch of them, but I was seeing $75 and $100 per bale. Now, a lot of you don't talk hay sales in this kind of terminology. You're usually talking in tonnage. Up here, it's a little bit different. Don't get me wrong, the northern boys up here, you know, if you're dealing with a lot and shipping a lot, it's by the ton. A lot of your sales up here is by the bale. And I kid you not, there was one ad out there for $100 a bale, and it was really nothing too special. Hay's going out the roof. I got a lot of phone calls on dry hay sales, and I've had to tell everybody no. And I can't. We'll see what happens come March. We'll see where we're at. I'm in a lot better position than I penciled in earlier in the year. Number one, I penciled in that I was going to be safe. In fact, I think I was safe by 30 bales, which that's not very safe, but 30 bales to the positive. Here's the deal. With this sorghum feeding, The cows have, it's amazing how much dry hay they haven't gone through. So you can probably up the ante on the insurance count of bales by probably about, I'm probably at about 40, 45 to the good right now. But we're feeding more cattle than we ever have on this farm. It's going to be interesting to see how much hay they go through. The reason I say that is we're stopping corn silage next week. We stop corn silage when below sub-zero temperatures arrive, and all hell breaks loose up in the silo on the unloader. We stop. It's not worth it. And they'll just get pure hay. That and a bale of sorghum a day. I penciled in 1 bale of sorghum a day to the cow yard for 90 days. And we'll play it out and see what happens. If there's hay for sale in March, we'll see. Yeah, dry hay's at a mint. Small square bales are selling at $7 a piece, for God's sakes, right now. And we got a hay mow full of those, but you know, we'll see what happens. Still getting calls on alfalfa baleage. Basically everybody around here, not that there's many of us, but everybody's about sold out, except for one Hunyak that's trying to get rich selling them. He's still got a lot, and from what I hear, half of them are moldy, but that's his business. It's none of mine. Straw's going through the roof. It's just, folks, it's unbelievable what just hit. And it's nuts. The phone calls just keep pouring in, and I've had all my ads down. But I tell you what, if I was a shyster, and I'm not a shyster, let me make that perfectly clear, the ante would go up significantly on this stuff right here. But that's not how you play the game. A deal's been made verbally, and I'm going to stick to the deal as long as they stick to the deal. If they don't, well, then it's fair game. Yeah, I don't know what a lot of people are going to do. There's a lot of cattle being sold right now because of feed. That kind of tempts a guy like me to look into that, but I bought enough cattle this year, and I got a hold of my horses. But no joke, that larger beef operation that's buying right now, they just shipped 40 of them today. And I think he's shipping another 30 or 40 Friday. Not for the fact of money. I know who owns that operation, and he's not screaming for money. It's the fact that they can't feed and tend to the animals. I'm hearing multiple stories around here about shipping cattle off because of feed reasons, and that it's just awful. I'm happy I'm in the position that I'm in to go ahead and sell a good product at a fair, reasonable price where you can sleep at night and pay for some certain bills, some certain things. But I hate like hell that this is happening, because we're in an absolute crisis. I'm hearing same things with many parts of Wisconsin, especially southern Wisconsin. And yeah, it's kind of a shame, but you know, what are you gonna do? But anyway, there's the lowdown on that. We are in a feed crisis. We truly are, especially your you know, your hay. Especially corn crop was real good up here this year. It was real good, so a lot of the boys are good on their corn in the silos or bunkers or, you know, egg bags or whatnot. It's the dry matter. There's a lot of people hurting right now. What's going to happen? I don't know. The Beerthirty farm is safe, and I like to mind my own P's and Q's, and that's all I'm gonna concern myself with. That, and try and help some people out where I can. If I can. The Beerthirty farm comes first. Period. End of story. But if I can help some people out here and there, I by God will, especially if that just means a fair, honest price for a good product, which is spoken for now. But come March, there'll probably be some hay for sale. If I had to guess, maybe 50, 60. I doubt 70 bales. No way 70. and we'll see what the pricing is at that time. If it's bad now, it's going to be pathetic come March. We'll see what happens. A lot of people keep their feed though late, and then they try and sell and clean out their yards come March, April. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, well, that was a lot of jabbering there, wasn't it? I got a question for you guys. Anybody that's still watching, what does Beerthirty mean? I'm really curious about that. I was thinking about that on this last load that I just hauled. I'm really curious, what does Beerthirty mean? What time is that? Because I would like to know, especially this evening, trust me. And I'll stop there. Okay, we're gonna have some real fun here this weekend. Why? Just because. I think I need a little more fun in my life, or just whatever. I have got an idea coming up here for some multiple videos, especially probably, let's say Friday. I'm gonna throw out 4, 5, 6 different videos on the process of cleaning the barn, feeding the different groups of animals in the morning, running the silo, the corn silage, and the list goes on. And you'll probably be seeing some more videos of bale sales. You'll also be seeing a good video on Friday for a shout out. A big tip of the hat to everybody. On the last video that I posted asking for your help, well, I got your help times 100. And I really appreciate that. A lot of everybody come forward. There were some great channels shouted out advised to me to shout out. And I really appreciate that. And I have begun looking at them. And you know what else we're gonna do? Actually Ted Caller, I think it was Ted. Great idea, Ted. I swear it was you. I think we need to start from the beginning. When Shout Out Fridays started, and go back to these channels and talk about them again. I think that's kind of where we're at. And you know, if we come up to a time where we can shout out a new channel that comes out, we'll throw that in there too. We're gonna keep this fun, interesting. We're gonna call it sanity. But yeah, life is busy, but I guess life is good. Yeah, the sorghum pile is dwindling. Can promise you that. There's not a whole lot else to report here, folks. Life is just going as normal. It's winter time. It's about the cattle, paying attention to the cattle. That one 3-year-old heifer that I talked about, I think it was on last video, we're getting real close. And maybe we're even going to do a little video update on her tomorrow. See where she's at as far as being bagged up and make a decision from there. The goal is to obviously pen her up before the calf is born. She's a little rascal too. That might be a little bit of a handful, but you know, whatever. What are you gonna do? But that's about it. That is about it. After morning chores tomorrow morning, I need to shuffle around a few more to make an even 30. And that's what I have, that's what I'm looking at for sales tomorrow. Kind of go from there. The front of this tractor, I have one of the first bales in a line that's a little funky on one end. Which I always try and make this end. It's a little bit funky, but I gotta tell you, it's not bad. It's kind of beautiful. Hardly any waste in this sorghum. This will be fed to the cows tomorrow. So that is about it, folks. Checking in, saying hello. And I'm going to make up for going AWOL here for a few days. Things have been a little cantankerous. I'm going to make up for it with a collection of videos here this week, and we're just going to have some fun. have some fun. And maybe we'll even make up a little odd job, if one even exists this time of year, and talk about something. Actually, I'm not going to mention it now because I know a lot of you ain't still watching, which I don't blame you. I blabbed out enough today. But I do have something I really want to talk about, probably even this weekend, in preparation for this year's sorghum. It involves other people, other channels, getting together and coming up with some sort of a scenario. We're not going to call it a sorghum challenge. It's not a challenge. It is not a competition. It's for education and get a nice big group of us together. Right now, I'd have to say that there's at least 6 or 7 of us guaranteed to come up with some sort of a regiment with videos on our sorghum, planting it, weekly updates, regrowth updates, obviously harvesting. How are you harvesting it? Are you putting it in a bunker? Are you throwing it in a silo? Which I'm still kind of thinking about, but we'll see. And you know, you guys that can get away with it, and you know, I'm jealous, you know, baling it dry, or of course what I'm doing, and that's high moisture sorghum. What kind of seeds do you use? What's your planting rate? What did you put down for fertilizer? I'd like to get a good group together this year on sorghum. And anyway, I'm going to shut up. We'll talk more about that a little bit later, and we'll kind of go from there. Folks, got to get my big butt in gear. I got to go stock that stove because I kind of want a warm house tonight. And yeah, let me know about that Beerthirty thing. I want to know what time that is. Folks, we'll talk to you sooner than later. Have a great night.